Hi, I'm Francis Beau, and welcome to the Beau Show, where I give you guys updates on everything regarding Transformers. Either it's movies, cartoons, video games, I will be talking about it on the Beau Show. So before we get down to the Beau Show, I'd like to give you guys a quick heads up that the Combiner Wars Devastator is up for pre-order on Amazon.com for $150, as well as other retailers like Big Bad Toy Store, TF Source, all of your Transformer needs. You can go to there and you can get your Devastator, pre-order it, and it'll be available on August 1st. I will be able to get mine soon, and that is pretty cool. I'd like to give a few quick shout outs. First off, I'd like to give a quick shout out to I Am Cool, who has been putting out a lot of comments on a lot of my videos. Thank you for supporting my channel, and thank you for keeping me entertained with your comments and stuff like that, and keep coming with those comments. Who else? Want to give a quick shout out to Poor Kids 98, one of the people who are supportive of my channel. I saw your latest video. I'm very sorry about your partner being lost, but very happy that your channel's coming back up, and cannot wait to see more videos from you. Okay then, alright, let's get down to what we have regarding with the Transformers news. First thing that we got to discuss is we've got some very nice new photos of the 3A Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. This is going to be basically a big, I don't know if it's going to be like a statue or anything, I don't know what it's going to be, but it definitely looks really good. It's definitely a very nice looking Optimus Prime. It's going to be for around $400, I believe, so that's going to be a lot. I don't think I will be buying it because it's just way expensive, first of all. And I don't know if I want to, go through all that and spend a bunch of money on just a giant Optimus Prime. Mainly because there's a lot of other things coming out, and I just don't think it's really worth the pricing it's going for. I mean, it definitely looks really good. I'll admit that. It looks really nice. It definitely looks like the movie Optimus Prime. I just don't think that it's worth $400. I think it's maybe worth like $300 at best. So, yeah, it's a little bit too big, but it definitely looks nice. I really like the look of it. It's definitely well painted, very nicely sculpted, and I like all the lights and stuff. It definitely gives that big Optimus Prime feel. It definitely feels like an Optimus Prime toy, and it definitely looks like an Optimus Prime toy. So I definitely like the look of it. I just don't think it's worth $400. So yeah. They also show with the same photo, they show up the scaled Bumblebee. Definitely scaled great with Bumblebee, and definitely think it's very nicely scaled wise with Bumblebee. Very nicely done. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth $400. I think it's just the price is just a little bit too big. It's just a little bit too much. So yeah, looks great though. If you can afford something like that, then thumbs up for you. But if I had that kind of money, I would definitely pick it up. But it's just way expensive, and I do not want to spend all my money on one Optimus Prime. So sorry. So there's that. So that is it. The next thing that we got to talk about is some new Takara listings that have popped up on the internet. This is for Transformers Adventure and Q Transformers. We're not going to talk about the Q Transformers because I don't really care for Q Transformers. I will say that they're having a season 2 for the show. That's pretty interesting. So there's that. We're going to talk about Transformers Adventure, which is, again, Takara's line of robots in disguise. We got to talk about some very interesting listings that they have. We have Battle Grimlock, Black Shadow, Rumble, and Frenzy. First, let's start with the Battle Grimlock. That is probably because we have heard on the mobile game app that they posted some new toys that they have for listings. One of them was a Chomp and Stomp Grimlock. I'm going to assume that that's what the Battle Grimlock is going to be. It's going to be the Chomp and Stomp Grimlock that they were talking about. that we heard a little while back. That's because it's going to go for 4,500 yen. So yeah, I assume it's going to be probably that battle, that chomp stomp Grimlock they were talking about. I said before that I kind of wanted that to be like Underbite. I would love to see a Chomp and Stomp Underbite. That'd make a lot more sense, and honestly, it'd be a little bit more cooler. But you know, I would not mind having a Grimlock that's like a Chomp and Stomp size. So just please don't be a repaint of the Chomp and Stomp Grimlock. Please, just be a new mold. Please. So yeah, I don't really care for that one. Black Shadow. They were saying on TFW 2005 it might be Megatronus. That would be interesting. I don't know what they would use. I don't know if it's going to be like a warrior class or if it's going to be that mega Megatronus that we saw. But hey, I'll buy it. I mean, I don't mind it. I just question why they're calling it Black Shadow. I mean, that's first of all a Transformers victory name, so that automatically gets me going, thinking, are we going to get a repaint of Megatronus into Black Shadow? Because I would buy the heck out of that. That would be really cool. But if they're just going to go into we're just going to slap a name on it, so a name that makes it sound like that's the Chinese name for Megatronus. So if they're going to do that, I don't mind it. So Rumble and Frenzy, though. I am automatically going to assume that these are minicons. I'm automatically assuming that because there is no way that they would make a warrior class Rumble and Frenzy. I don't think so, but there's no way that they would bring back or introduce Rumble and Frenzy into the mix. I don't think so. It'd most likely be one of Fracture's minicons, or if we do get Soundwave back, which I highly doubt we will, or maybe we will, because he's still alive. I mean, you never know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's very interesting. I don't know where or what they are. I mean, they're going for 3,500 yen, so I don't know how much that is, but I know it's a little bit high. They might be just Legion classes or it's minicons. That's what they're assuming. I'm gonna assume that also. So pretty interesting. I mean, it's a nice listing. I mean, it's definitely not anything big. Don't assume warrior classes or ultra size Rumbles and Frenzies. No, these are probably just minicons or something or Legion classes. So don't assume too much. It could be one-sub changers. I mean, I don't know. You never know. So there is that. Next thing we got to talk about is we got some in-hand images of another Transformers Adventure toy, or 2-pack actually, and that is the 2-pack of Strong Arm and Phantom Jaw, which is basically a repaint of Steel Jaw. We don't really need to talk about Strong Arm all that much. I mean, there's nothing really that different besides her chest area. So, but Phantom Jaw, I will admit the vehicle mode looks cool. I like the vehicle mode. I like that it represents a police car. It reminds me a lot of a Prowl, but looks like Prowl on steroids. So yeah, the robot mode, it's decent. I mean, I don't like the purple bits the purple coloring they put all over it, but I mean, if that's the route they're gonna go for, I don't mind it. I don't really care for it either, but you know what? First of all, it's not gonna be a character. It's definitely not a character on Robots in Disguise, so don't assume right there. But yeah, honestly, I don't really care for this repaint. It's nothing new. It's nothing creative, honestly. But I don't mind it. So there's that. It's decent. I mean, I don't really mind it. I like that they painted the claw red. I like that. I would have liked it if you had. I've been saying it with the first Steel Jaw. I would have liked it that they became with 2 claws. That'd be actually pretty cool. Get that Wolverine effect. But you know, I mean, I like that it's painted red. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Does it mean like he cut like blood or something like that? Like, blood. I don't know. I mean, is he a vampire? You know, something like that. But I don't know. I mean, he could. I don't know. It's a nice repaint. let's just say that it's a nice repaint. It's not something that I pick up, but it's something that is okay. So, that's that. We gotta talk about Comic-Con 2015 for a minute because we got another reveal, and that is from Entertainment Earth. They will be having a giveaway of these dioramas for the Transformers. They'll be 9.5 inches tall, 11 inches wide, and 5 inches deep. So, they look nice. The picture that they showed us, this reminds me a lot of that. Remember the Dinobots set in San Diego Comic-Con 2014, the G1 Dinobots? That Teletran 1 set on the very, very top, where they have like the computer and everything. It looks like they cut that part out and put it in the diorama, and they added a little bit more features to it. And I actually like that. That actually is a little bit better, and I actually appreciate that they would do something like that. And I don't know the pricing on these. I'm going to assume like maybe $12. I'm assuming like $12 or something, $20 at best. There's no way they're gonna be like $50 for like one of these things. No way. They're gonna probably they'll be like $20 a piece. So yeah, there's no way that they're gonna go overboard. So it's nice. I mean, I definitely would pick it up if I had some. If I would pick it up. I just don't know where I'd put it. So it's nice. I mean, I don't know. I don't really go for dioramas, but it's nice if you're a diorama fan. If you like having a little bit more on your displays, so that'd be good for you to pick up. So, I mean, honestly, I don't really want it because I don't really want to have so much on my displays. So it's nice. I'll say that. So that's it from Comic-Con. So let's jump over to Toys R Us for a minute. We have a few things to talk about with Toys R Us regarding exclusives for the Transformers Robots in Disguise line, and it's called Clash of the Transformers, Clash of the Titans, I assume. So Clash of the Transformers. This is their Toys R Us exclusives. We have like a Bumblebee and Underbite battle pack. We have an Optimus Prime and Megatronus battle pack. But we got a couple of new things that we've got over the internet, some leaked images, some images that we saw from some nice toy hunters. We've got some images that we are getting 2 new 3-step changers. The first one is going to be Bumblebee, who's going to be like, did I say like? He's going to be all like, you know, he's going to be all like blah, 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 blah. Man, I just showed my age on that one. Bumblebee's going to be in all black, and he's going to be yellow in some areas. He has this weird ears. He has like giant elf ears going on over here, which is a little bit weird. And kind of don't know where that's coming from. Maybe it has to do something with the series, I don't know. He will be in all black. He will have a, you know, a mouth guard. And he is just the 3-step changer. I mean, I already had the 3-step changer Bumblebee. I've reviewed it. Yeah, I don't really care for it, even if it is a repaint. So there's that. We're also getting the 3-step changer Optimus Prime in a new look. I'm going to assume that this is going to be in the cartoon. I'm automatically going to assume that this is going to be in the cartoon eventually. It looks nice. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I only wanted Grimlock and Bumblebee, and I'm still sticking with that. And it's nice. I just don't think it's worth it. I just don't think it's that impressive. I wish they had more articulation. I mean, that's the main thing I want out of these 3-step changes. If they had more articulation, but yeah, I don't really care for it. I mean, it's not really that impressive to me. So it's nice looking. I just don't think it's something I will go out and buy. So that's that. I mean, it's nice. Megatronus will be getting the Mega Class treatment as a Toys R Us exclusive, and I don't care for it. I just honestly don't care for it. I mean, it's really nothing new. I mean, it's just pretty much a block. It's pretty much what it is. It's a block that has articulation, and the tank mode is just ridiculous. The robot mode is decent. I mean, I don't know what he's going to look like. I mean, that's what he's going to look like in the cartoon. I just don't know how much of it, of that design, if it's going to be that perfect, if it's a perfect resemblance of what it's going to be like in the cartoon. So yeah, I'm not really feeling it with that toy, so that's that. So that is it. We have one more thing, and it's pretty big, and I would like to discuss it, and this is something that I would want to talk about. So we all know that a bunch of the spin-off films are coming out, and a bunch of prequels and sequels for the Transformers Cinematic Universe. What I would like to give you is something that I've been actually kind of thinking about. There's a lot of characters in the Transformers, movie universe that we have, and some of them have been killed off, some of them are still alive, and some of them, well, sometimes it's not good to just talk about those. So I'm here to give you guys my top 10 favorite characters that I think need to return to the Transformers live action films. I think that these characters should return to spin-offs, prequels, or even sequels, so we'll see. And then I'm going to give you guys my top 10 characters I think should not return to the Transformers spin-offs, prequels, or sequels. So we'll start off with the top 5 characters that should return. So number 5 is Jetfire. Jetfire is a character that I think could really bring a different level to story in the Transformers cinematic universe. I believe he'd go perfect in a spin-off film, or sorry, a prequel in some film. Maybe in the Cybertron prequel, who knows? But I would love to see him in a film. I would love to see him in some form of the cinematic universe because he kind of played a key role in, in retrospect, he did play a key role in Revenge of the Fallen. In Revenge of the Fallen, he was a Seeker. He was a former Decepticon, and he did change sides to join the Autobots. So I would love to see why he changed sides and how and when and how did he become what he is today. I would like to see that. So if they can do that, I would love to see that. Number 4 on the characters that should return to the cinematic universe is Starscream. Starscream, I believe, would do perfectly in a spin-off or a prequel. Me personally, I think it'd be better in a spin-off because I'd like to see him maybe between Transformers and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I'd like to see how he was in leadership of the Decepticons and how he was when he was leading the Decepticons when Megatron was dead. How the Autobots were during that time frame, yada yada yada. I would love to see that. That'd be pretty cool. And speaking of Megatron, which brings me to number 3, is Megatron. Megatron should definitely return to. Maybe me personally, I'd like to see him in the prequel, the Cybertron prequel, because that would make perfect sense because they've been talking about that it could be a origin story. So I would like to see Megatron in there somewhere, just to to fill it. We want to see how he came to Earth, why was he going for the Allspark, how did he become this evil villain. I would love to see that, and that'd be pretty interesting for a story. Number 2, and this is a very interesting one. Number 2 on the characters that should return to the cinematic universe is Sentinel Prime. Now, I know you guys are automatically going to ask me, why in the world would we have Sentinel Prime back? We already know that the voice actor is gone. Rest in peace. We know that the voice actor is gone. Who says that it has to be the original voice actor? Who says that it has to be the original voice actor? We could have a different person play Sentinel Prime. I'm saying is Sentinel Prime would do perfect also in the Cybertron prequel because there's a few questions that still need to be answered in Sentinel Prime's character. First off, we don't know the main reason why he joined Megatron. We don't know how they formed the deal. We don't know how he got convinced. And, I would like to see that. And I would love to see, him on Cybertron, leading the Autobots and stuff like that. Because remember, he was also the former leader of the Autobots at the time. So that would make perfect sense to put him back in there as a prequel. I don't think it'd do great in a spin-off or anything like that. Prequel would definitely fit Sentinel Prime, and I think it'd do better. I don't think you'd need to have the same voice actor. I think you could have a different voice actor, and it'd do fine. So it'd make perfect sense for me, and I think it'd be perfect sense for the film. So that's me. And the number 1 character that I believe should return to the Transformers Cinematic Universe is Lockdown. Lockdown is, the best villain that we probably had in the Transformers franchise to date. Not in the franchise as a whole, but in the movie franchise, it's the best villain that we've had to date. And there is so many things that you can do with this character. you can put him in a lot of things. First off, this is a great theory. Check this out. Lockdown would do great as the main villain in the Bumblebee spin-off film. Because remember, we're talking about the Bumblebee spin-off film, and we're assuming that it might be between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction. It would make perfect sense to put him in there. And I'd love to see him in there eventually. So that's it for that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little review of my top 5 favorite characters and all that. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I hope to see you guys later. And we'll give you guys my top 5 characters I don't think should not return. So this is Francis Beau, and as always, Beau out!